They have released the dog. I'm Lil Rick the gamer, do it 100% gamer, bro. If no one else working hard, I would do it for the gamer. Yo, can't contain my flow. I need to play a game for sure. Maybe RTS, RPG, or maybe even MMO.
Howdy, and welcome back to another video for Valiant Tales Puzzle RPG. Now I need you to hit those like and subscribe buttons as I post content daily. Link to our Discord where we can be talking about this game and other games will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. So I have noticed a few of you have left some comments on my first impressions video, and I think I'm probably going to start asking that question from now on, and probably in the first impression videos and just in some of the videos in general. If you would like me to further do content for whatever the in particular game is, then make sure you just leave that down in the comment section below. We probably have like a phrase or something that we'll do in future videos as I start making these videos. I notice, sometimes people are asking for content, and I don't know what games like people are really gravitating to and what people like, because I know what I like and I know what I've been enjoying. And then people start asking me questions to a game that I haven't played to in weeks or if not a month, and it's like, oh snap, maybe I should start playing that game again. So here we are. Alright, so today we're going to go over some tips and tricks and all of that good stuff, a little bit of beginner progression and just some things you need to know when playing this game. So I'm going to break down, and we're going to start with building your team, because I think that's like really essential. Well, I mean, technically it is essential, but it's critically essential. Now, we got us a nice assortment of characters. We did just pull some new characters, some old characters. I got a few characters built. Like, you only have 4 to a team, but I got more than 4 characters built for my teams in particular. So, well, I guess we'll go to like the battle or something. We'll just head to the map. Kind of like the first team you start out with, and this is just me putting in random characters. Was she in there? I don't think she was in there. It was just random characters, I think. No, this guy wasn't in there. They did something like that, yeah. Then you start pulling in some of the extra ones. So your first team, and not just saying like the first characters that they give you, but the basic. Was she? No, she wasn't even in there. I had this guy because I don't even have any levels in her. I think I just took her out, but like the first little basic team that you're gonna do, and this is just my opinion on your team strategy, should be at least 1 character for each attribute here. Each attribute, or at least 1 character, and we're gonna break these attributes down.
Oh, let's break it down.
You have your tank character. A lot of different characters have like, self abilities to make them survive more, or they might have some sabotaging abilities for the tanks, not necessarily always protective abilities. This guy provides a shield. I think he's pretty good. I just stopped using him. I might end up building him again. Then you have your support characters, which usually give some form of a heal and some form of a boost for your turn bar. And for your team, well, not your turn bar, but your special bar for you to use your special skill in battle. So those are kind of the things that they provide. Then you have your magic DPS and then your physical DPS, and all of that stuff will vary. All right, discard, we're not doing that, so it's gonna go. So right now, this is my standard team. This is the one that I've been using since yesterday, pretty much, because I changed it around. But this is just your standard, all the attributes. But as you move along, you're going to start changing and fine-tuning the characters that you utilize for your team. You see here, I'm running double magic. I just got, what's her name? Marilyn. There we go. I just got Marilyn, which one of her skills, I believe, provides is it her ultimate skill? Oh yeah, she reduces the enemy's SP in her ultimate skill, but maybe it's her power attack. I forgot one of her skills. One of her skills here. Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, her passive skill say when power attack is cast. So when she uses her power attack, reduce targets. And your power attacks, you gotta break what I think like 5 or more or something like that. magic defense. So running double magic makes her more effective. So she's gonna do more damage to this character who name I don't quite Robus. I don't know names in this game. Sorry. And then I run double healer for the most part. I was utilizing her, Teresa, mostly because the waifu aspect as my main healer. She has a really strong single target heal, but as your main healer, I don't advise building her as a main healer for your team. Who I do advise until you're able to get something maybe better, a better 3-star, possibly a better 2-star. I don't know if there is any better 2-stars. I haven't tried everybody out, so don't quote me on that. But his heals are pretty good. They're not super strong, but they are insane because they AoE. So he'd be able to put out heals for your entire team. And I wish I would have had him built, because I had him for a while, and I just recently started building her because I was having problems 3-star stages and passing stages just because, her heal just wasn't strong enough. Like it was strong, but it wasn't good enough because even though she had healed one target to full HP, you still got the rest of the team barely have any HP and we had died. And then in stages where I'm having a lot of difficulties with getting hit with them hands because some of these enemies got hands.
Why did you throw me gloves? To catch these hands!
I utilize double healer there. Then we got double tank just because of the supporter skills that I'm running in this team comp, and then I'm just using my magic DPS because she's one of my better ones. And I pulled her off of one of the banners that they had. I think it was the first banner that they had when the game did its global release. So I pulled her. I got lucky on my first summon and I pulled her off of the banner. I think the banner units are really good. They got one on now that I was trying to summon for, but I ended up getting Mah-Lon, which is still a win for me. But I think the banner units are really good, so summoning is a thing that you should probably do. And then, once again, I'm running double magic, because I think I only have one solid physical DPS that's built, so I really haven't tried a double physical DPS or anything more outside of that. I probably run something like that in the future, because there's a couple characters that I want to play around with and use and try out. I've been utilizing this guy as my main tank because for a while, because I forgot I even had him, and I think what is his passive skill? So at the start, he restores own SP, so he gives himself his special meter, so he can use his ultimate skill, which he boosts everybody's ultimate skill and increase their evasion, so a lot of attacks will miss when enemies attack, which is a really strong for your team's defenses in battle. So yeah, if you have him, I recommend building him. So I would been using him, and then the Valkyria, you get her from your first purchase. So I'm probably gonna have that prompt on the screen like usual, where when you do your first purchase, no matter what you buy, you can just spend $1 pretty much, and you will automatically get this hero, which is pretty decent. I mean, she's not game breaking, but she's kind of useful. So I got her. And then got ultimate skill here. She deals damage and reduce enemies' magic attacks, so she can be very useful against enemies that does magic damage, so you have to keep that in mind while you're in battle, as well as increase own magic defense, so she's able to tank for herself for the most part. So if she's at the disadvantage, she possibly can take less damage. Granted, they do magic and not physical damage, but all of that varies. So just a thought process. So I built her up. I think the Baron guy still is better in the form of tanking, because he provides something for the entire team. Selfish characters really don't do that, because for the longest I was using this guy. This was my main tank character. He does nothing of the sorts, and he seemed like he's a DPS, but he really doesn't do a great job in that department. I guess he's more utility than anything, but it wasn't enough to get the job done, so I canned him. So
you're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Don't build this guy. He's trash. Alright, so let's back it on up because we talked a lot about this, and we're gonna go back home because you got a little bit of like base building to do because you got materials you need to power up and level up everything. You got this yellow material that you get and these like crystal like materials that you use to power up and level up and everything. You have to level up these towers in order to get the most out of it. Oh, I'm at the point where I can level up my main little base and everything, and then it costs those materials as well to do that. So not only will you be utilizing those to like power up your characters, like the skills and everything, you need a yellowish material there for like the gear and stuff, because you got a bit of a crafting that you have to do. Well, not necessarily crafting, but you do some crafting, but it costs some of the materials, and right now we don't have any. This is going to be really important, getting the gears off, because this is how you unlock your skills too. So getting them to at least rank 5 is really important, or rank 4 is it? Yeah, rank 4 is really important, because that's when you're going to get all your skills unlocked. And some of them you'd get from stages, others you can forge, some you can get from the arena shop and other shops, and all different sorts of areas that you would go. So you want to put some effort in there. You want to be spending a lot of energy into it. Now I think they did do an update with the quality of life of energy, because before you couldn't refresh the energy while you was like at the stage or anything in a battle. You had to go all the way back to the market to do so, which where you're going to be spending a lot. For the market though, this one is kind of important. I don't spend my crystals or the little yellow currency to buy anything. What you're doing here is you're going to use your gold only. So I go in here, spend my gold, because you're going to get plenty of this gold as you move through. So I spend my gold and I buy all of this. So everything that costs crystals and the yellowish currency, I don't buy those. Instead, I would just use the gems. I use the gems, so like if I need the crystals, I need the yellow currency, I just use my gems to purchase that the same way as my energy refreshes. Now, this might not be the most optimal or the best way possible, but this is what's been working for me, and this is what's been helping me progress. And I mean, since I've came back in like the last couple of days, I done skyrocketed and shot through this content. So if it works, and it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Right, exactly. So you can see here, you can get a lot of the different materials that you're going to need in these shops here for the various currency that is going to cost in these different shops. They refresh every so often. Here we go. Yep, every day or something. And I guess you can pay for a refresh. Dang, it costs the currency to refresh. So if you need to get a certain resource to get your equipment so you can get into the next rank for your characters, you can also get those there. So this is a game that isn't scared of making things easier for you with the sweep ticket format. So if you need an in particular item, like let's say if we needed these gloves, the amount of energy cost, we can put it to possibly max, and granted we have enough tickets for it, but you're going to spend a lot of energy doing so you should have plenty of tickets eventually. So we just say we do that much, and then man, we got one. It took us all 3 just to get the one, but sometimes it take you more, sometimes it take you less. You can do them one at a time, multiple at a time. I guess it's just based on how you feel at that time of what it's going to cost for you to do that. So you're going to do a lot of that also for just making sure you're getting the gear for your characters, because getting that gear is going to be important, because that's just extra stats and making sure they stay ranked up. Like, so you're equipped, you're going to be doing a lot of it. Just make sure you do as much of it as you can. You'll see my team, everybody is mostly up to 4, maybe even 5, but mostly up to rank 4, because it costs a lot of experience and resources. So I try to do maybe like one or two a day, just like put forth a lot of effort, and then just let my resources accumulate again, because I'm low on gems. I had like 4,000, but I did a summon as well, and then I've been spending them on just making sure I have the resources to power up, so that stuff can get expensive really fast. So that's all I pretty much got for now. I mean, the game is pretty simple. If you guys want to, learn a little bit more, want me to, do some more in-depth guides or just talk about the game in general, make sure you leave that down in the comment section below. We can do that. You can also catch me on Discord. Link to that is in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. Don't forget to like the video if you like it. If you don't, there is a button for you guys as well. Subscribe if you're new here. Turn those post notifications on so you can be the first to see my content when it goes live, people. And this is your host, GamerDude2088, signing out saying I love you all. Much love to this community and the gaming community in general. Don't believe all of what you're being told with these media outlets that mainstream. We are Q, and I'm out. Deuces.